Perfect. That's a good place for him, right there. And that number is completely wrong. We are not at 223. It didn't update. We lost a few people who followed. That's okay. It happens. It don't matter. Anyways, yeah, happy Sunday. All hype, cozy hype, cozy hype. Trying a different playlist. We'll see if how much of the stream will be muted. And we'll know if I can use this playlist again. I've been better. Drank my feelings last night, so I was hungover as hell. Friend. Definitely understand that. We've all been there, but we all, all have been in that mental place, Even if it wasn't the same situation, we've definitely all been there. So I know that it's tough right now, but hold fast, my friend. Hold fast, and we'll ride this out together. I promise. It feels like you won't get through it, To use like storm sailing, because pirate and all. So I'm trying to get this camera here, how I'm satisfied with it. But yeah, storm, you'll get through it. The clouds will clear. You just have to get through this. But definitely understand. I'm there right now, sort of like creatively. I feel like I'm just sort of like in this like middle bubble space in my own kind of life where I'm not too sure which way to go, if that makes sense. I think we're all in that space. But like I said, Soulless, I know that it will get better. There's the hope of the light of morning. Promise. So, but since you're here, let me cheers you for being here. That you came here to hang out. Cheers, matey scallywags. Look at my drink. I did it right this time. This is a good versus evil. It is from the Gotham City cocktail book that I got. So it's a bit of ginger beer, a bit of rum, some lime juice. It looks pretty cool. I did it right this time. You are welcome, my friend. All right, I'm gonna stir it now. I kind of don't want to mess it up. It looks too cool. It's very delicious, by the way. I'm gonna go and stir it. I'm gonna ruin it. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have stirred it. Again, y'all know I have a heavy pour. Alright. Well, we're here. We're going to keep it cozy. We're going to vibe. We're going to hold off Monday just a little bit longer together. That is always my goal for these Sunday streams, is that we just chill, no expectations. Just a place to be and to not... That's what I'm looking for. Just some place to be. Yeah. Some place with no expectations. Don't get me wrong. I love hype. I love when things, for whatever reason, go off the rails here. But just know that there is never that expectation. And who knows? Maybe one day, if push comes to shove, maybe one day. But not right now. Hype. So, I'm still overwhelmed with Mushroom Witch. Mushroom Witch I go to try and like work on it and kind of do pieces together, and I just freeze. So I think I just might have bitten off more than I could chew. So I think I'm gonna let it simmer for a bit, just for not too long, just for a little bit. So that way I can regroup. Like, I feel like I might need to redo the body portion. The head looks fantastic, but I feel like I need to redo the torso. So I might do that off stream. And then I am so full of burps. I have the rest of this here, like the rest of this ginger beer. It's so good, but it makes me so burpy. Please let me know if there is a glare in my glasses and it bothers any of y'all. I can take my glasses off, but you know, sometimes I get eye fatigue, which is one of the reasons why I wear glasses. Okay, so anyways, back to what we're doing. I bought another round canvas last week, or about a week and a half ago. Come to find out, this is not the same size canvas as the eye portrait I did, and I didn't want that to be, because I have an idea for the eye for those. So this is a little bit bigger, oval, round. It's round, it's roundish. It's an oval. So it's bigger than what I thought it was going to be. It was actually the smallest one that they had at Michael's. So, but in, you know, like always, I am last minute inspired. So I found this picture while scrolling through Instagram, and like always, inspired. We'll take it and make it our own, but we'll show you what we're going to be working with, what inspiration we're going to be doing. So I found this on Instagram. This is Bizarre Magazine on Instagram. Come on, focus. Anyways, this is the image that kind of has me inspired. So it looks like it's one of those like where it's a classic painting, but someone went through and did like a digital update on it. So you know, I figured I like this like look. I think it would look kind of cool as a portrait on this oval canvas. So I'm gonna try my hand again at painting. You gotta get outside your comfort zone, and I'm trying to like make myself better if I'm gonna be doing these art streams. And so yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're gonna start with, we have of course our inspo photo. And what I'm thinking we'll do, rather than sort of it be like a robe, I probably should work on making more male characters, but you know, I'm a lady. I enjoy drawing ladies. So we'll have a crown, but we'll maybe do like I said, like her body here made of the star stuff, but we put her in kind of like a dress. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of the hood, but I want to make hair, so that way we kind of know, we get this distinct feeling that it is female. And then the background, so this also reminds me one of my tarot decks, the new Paladini deck. We'll like the thing. Got a notification on my phone. I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do with the background. Like I said, like I was saying before I got distracted, one of my tarot decks, the new Paladini deck, the pentacle, the king, so like the king and queen of pentacles, they're sort of outlined like this, so it's sort of like this starry night outline, and then there's sort of like kind of filigrees around them. So we might do something like that. But again, this is just going to be kind of my hand at kind of doing a portrait, I suppose. But okay, so So let's get going here. This should be interesting. And we don't need it to be. It's not gonna be small like that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Even though we're not going to see a face, it kind of helps for me to sort of draw maybe where the head would be. We have the neck. Because then we can sort of place the crown, kind of work where we want to, what kind of crown we want. It's never centered. I always get them off. That's all right. Okay. Excuse me for burping. Oh my goodness. I hate you right now. What are we doing? I think it's my phone. I just realized it's my phone throwing things off. Yeah. Music still sounds okay. It's not too loud. Solus, that picture you posted of your doggo is so cute. A little loud, the vocal are overpowering your own voice. Okay. See, I just need to know. Here we go. Say, just let me know. Does that sound better? Again, trying a little bit of a different playlist this evening. Oh, I was just talking about, sorry, I got distracted. Your doggo that you posted in the Discord. So cute. So precious. I just want to let you know that your dog was absolutely adorable. That's all, Solus. Just that I think your dog is so adorable. Oh, okay. Well, if that's throwing people off, then I will change the playlist. Let's see what other music we can find then. I just felt like that sort of fit what we were going with. Yeah, he didn't like the headset on. Oh, little puppies, the puppies. Okay, let's find. I'm looking through my list of saved playlists. We did that, I kind of want something that's like a little slow and a little moody. That's what was working for me, but the vocals. He's currently passed out on my shoulder. Oh, puppers. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Well, I guess we're well, shit, we might just go back to our lo-fi playlist. I was kind of hoping we could stick with that one, but if the vocals are distracting, then I don't want that to be a thing. So let me find my playlist. Lo-fi girl, where are you? Sorry. Listen to whatever you want, babe. It was just me. Well, I don't want to make it difficult for folks, you know? Boop, boop, boop. I posted another super cute pic. Let me see. I gotta see the super cute pic of the puppers. I love pups. Let's go up there. Oh, sleepy puppers. Who doesn't love a sleepy pup? Nothing more precious than a sleepy pup. At least in my opinion, anyways. Okay. So sweet. Let's turn on the fan a little bit. If the camera shakes, sorry. I am wearing a sweater, but I'm not wearing my hat. And I have my hair up. Come on, one more. Ugh, come on. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with Drink the Water. It'll probably play in like an hour. Oh my god, camera. Focus on my terrible nails. There we go. Here we go. I drank das water. Hey, friend. Hello, Erin. How are you? Happy Sunday. Sorry, I'm wearing dangly earrings today. I'm trying to see if I can make it through stream with wearing them. So... Okay. Tell me a story. Oh my goodness, already. Well, what kind of story would you like to hear? I have to know what kind of story. Tell me a story. What kind of story does Solus want to hear? Do you want me to look something up and tell you a story? It can be... I feel like tell me a story is kind of like an AMA. So you can just like ask me anything and I'll tell you a story. I think I should have probably found this picture on... There we go. Try not to have my phone yet. How did you meet Will? Okay, well, I can definitely tell that story. So, once upon a time, in a galaxy far, far away. No, so Will and I met. You didn't redeem. Listen, Will, honey, you did not redeem Tell Me a Story. Solus did. So, how did I meet Will? So, we actually worked together. Yeah, we worked together. We worked at the movie theater together. That's how we met. We met at, we don't work there anymore. We met at AMC Theaters. Don't work there anymore, so I don't feel bad about saying what the name of the movie theater company was. So, Will and I worked, like I said, we worked together at AMC. We were, I was what was called an operations coordinator. So it was like a lower level. I was part of like a lower level management. And the first time I met Will was during a training class. So he got hired, and I was, yeah, technically, I was lower management. I wasn't like, you know, anyways, I was part of the management crew without really being a manager. But And the first time I met him was when I had to go in and I was doing some of the training. Scandalous. So I was doing some of the training, and so that's how we met. We met and we were just like coworkers and friends, and we were just like myself because we were older. We were in our 20s. When we were like we were like mid 20s, like probably I was 25. So working 2 jobs, all of that. And so I'm losing my train of thought here. Um, so we just worked together. I was trying to think of what else to say. He got promoted, so whenever there was talk about like, hey, who should we promote, I never put my 2 cents in because I didn't want to come off as being like, oh yeah, ooh, I'm biased. So I always just sort of like kept shit to myself, you know. And we actually were like low key undercover for a while. Like he got promoted from crew to crew lead to like my position. So we were in the same position. But it came out that we were dating. Like we had moved in together. Like no one knew. No one knows. So we had moved in together. We were working at the same theater. I had a job, and so the theater job was like my part-time job. And they called us in and they're like, well, you guys can't work because you guys are, you know, because you started dating him when you were, you know, when you were his superior, like you guys can't work in the same building together. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean we can't work together? And like, I was really upset. I was like, no, like I kept my nose out of anything regarding him being promoted, and I already had a job. This was like Will's full-time employment. So I was like, you know what? And I don't think they expected this, but like I went in and we had a discussion about it. And I went in and I was like, this is my 2 weeks. I'll stay through Harry Potter was happening, and we like the following, like that weekend, we were going out of town to 2009 Comic-Con. So we just like, I was like, I'm sorry, I'll stay through the Harry Potter and then I'm out. And yeah, so that's the story of how Will and I met. And we met in 2008. We got engaged at the end of 2009, I think. No, beginning of 2010. And then we got married in the summer of 2010. So Will and I have been married for 11 years in June. So yeah, not too shabby, I suppose. He's all right. I'll keep him around, I guess. All right, so we have an outline there. So this is going to be, here's the hair. Again, I'm making this clearly female. And this is going to be all like void, star space, like star stuff, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, you know, we've definitely been through quite a bit together, and pretty sure he feels the same way. That life would be oh yeah, I asked him out. Yeah, just so he always likes to make that perfectly clear that I asked him out. I asked him to go to a movie with me. We went and saw Twilight together. That's how long ago that was. We're out of that. We can sip on this now. Oh, man, I have such a heavy pour. Jesus. Ugh. Okay, so in our inspiration photo, we there were like mountains behind. Don't know if I want to do mountains. We could. I'm just trying to decide kind of if I want to. Also, I think the mouse pad is throwing off the camera as well. There we go. I'll just have to be uncomfortable with moving things around. Yes, I think I'm going to try and bust out some paints because I'm just like drawing directly onto the canvas and it's not going to be like a lot. So I think I'll bust out my oils. Oils take forever, but I think the blendability of them, I think is nice, you know. I just have to remember, like, I'm not like an artist of the world. So I just have to remember to be patient with myself. You know? And that it's okay. Trying to make like some really clear lines on where things need to be. So this is robe. Okay. So it's just gonna be like a void, so okay. Okay, I think that's good. I think I'm satisfied, but what do I do with the background? I guess we could do sort of like a mountain range. I'm not opposed to doing mountains or being in the mountains. We can do that. I'm really good at drawing mountains. Trying to get an idea of what we're working with here, you know? Okay. All right, not too bad, not too bad for an outline. Oof, all right. So we'll see what we're working with here. What'd you forget? Thanks for the host. Okay, cool. So there's that. Always nice, looking good. Now, just kind of making like some lines in the clothes. So now I need paints. Now we're gonna get some paints out. Paints! Yay! Okay. Hey babe, can you bring me my brushes, please? We'll try something a little bit different. I don't know how well, no, my paintbrushes, not my pencil bag. Thank you. They're going to be with the paints. So we're gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna try and use this paper. For my paints. Smaller palette. Give me just one moment here. I'll get them.
Alright.
You're fine. Alright, I'm actually gonna throw up the be right back screen. Oh no, it won't take that long. Like, just like a minute. I'll be right back. Enjoy the chair stream. Brought me the box that has the big brushes. I need the box with the tiny brushes. And we are going to need some paints and a jar. Okay, let's grab our oils. Are you my oils? Yes, you are. And this. One more thing, friends. One more thing, friends. I'll be right back, I promise. Alright, see? Easy peasy. I just had to get something to hold the linseed oil in. So, and this. Exciting news here. We finally got a new shower head. I'm very excited to try it out. Because the old one was junk. Junk, I say. Alright, so I'm going to start with her robe. And let's go black, umber, some white. Keep it simple. There we go. And some white. So, we're going to work slowly but surely through this. that little thing is so big. So rather than like mixing, and there's an artist that I follow on the old TikToks. And I was watching her because she'll show her techniques and how she paints, and I'm like, that makes much more sense than how I was doing it. So, ooh, I'm gonna flip that around so I don't put my arm in it. But here are our colors right now. Probably should have used this black. Oh well, live and learn. So let's go ahead. We'll grab a handful of brushes to start with. Because we'll need one that's like a mixing, because we're gonna of course like mix the colors. We just need some to lay down colors and then others to mix, kind of lay them down and then to blend. So we're gonna try that, and we're gonna hope for the best. So we'll kind of lay it down. Oops. Yeah, all my socials, all the social things. We're just trying, I'm trying this out. We'll see how well it turns out. I don't know how well it will turn out, but you know, we'll find out. And then maybe like a little bit of blend. Not like a lot, it's like a touch. Little by little. We're just doing an experiment. Seeing how this turns out, you know. Okay. I wish I had a little bit of a stiffer, kind of chubby, shorter brush. What are your plans for this week? Tell me, let me know. If you need a hype person, I will be your hype person. I have this fan brush. Yeah. Work, the more work, the more work. Yeah, off Monday. We'll see if the kids go back to school on Tuesdays when they're supposed to come back or go back. Just fingers crossed it goes well. We're gonna try this. I don't know how well this fan brush is gonna work, but it's a little too big for what I'm trying to do. Kinda did what I wanted it to do. Not fully though. Sorry, at an angle. Hey, Will, can I have you do something for me? Actually, don't worry about it. I got it. Actually, can you hand me that bottle right there?
Lindsay?
Thank you. Yeah. This is good, thank you. We're gonna put my linseed oil in there, but we're just gonna put our paint thinner in here to clean our brushes off.
Anything? No,
I have
I'm
a
going
paper towel.
to. No.
Oh, you're okay. Okay, thank you. I'm over here like, no, I don't need anything else. And he's like, no, I'm gonna give a shower. Oh, okay. Kind of clean off this brush real quick. I'm on call this weekend. I'm not looking forward to it. Boo, boo for being on call. Well, here's hoping that, you know, you don't get called in. But if you do, hopefully it's like easy peasy, you know. It's nothing worse than having to like be called in someplace. It's the worst. Be a slow blending. It's gonna be, because the drawing, it's like the sketch itself is simple, but it's like having to go through and like kind of take your time. If that's what I'm working on, I'm trying to work on like being more patient, you know, and not just like throwing, you know, just throwing random, you know, stuff down. Because I think that's like my thing is like I feel like I've passed this on to my children. Like I want to be good at everything immediately, and if I'm not, I'm the worst. You know. And I know that's not the case. Like that's so silly to think that, you know. It doesn't mean I'm the worst at all. It just means that I'm new at something and I have to learn the new thing. Sometimes it's hard to be new, you know? Just a little bit. Just need like a little bit of the black. It goes a long way. But then work. Like I have a off tomorrow for MLK Day, for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and then I have, it's not like a job interview. Like I have like a discussion to like join, like to be a part of like a certain team. They call them gigs, so I would still be in like my same like position, but I would be like working for like half of my day I'd be working for someone else doing something differently, and it would be like, in this case it would be sort of monitoring and learning the digital products that my company does and offers, you know, to people. And I'm hoping it goes well, because I need a break from my current position. It's not like a pay increase or anything like that. I'd still get paid the same amount. But I think in the end, like, it'll just look good and I'll get a break from working on the phones, essentially. Okay. Blendy blend. Splend. A little too much black there. White. And then Friday I have a meeting with the school about my girl kiddos 504. They just kind of want to like have things in place, have that set for when she goes to middle school next year. And then I'm taking the kids to get their COVID-2 vaccines, their second shots. So should be. And I'm gonna have to do that by myself. Will is working, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I feel like my boy kiddo's gonna struggle with that, you know. It's too much black. Too much black paint. We made a mistake. A little bit more white. There we go. I'm fixing it slowly but surely. And then Saturday, I'm getting my booster. So, oh, here's a fun story. Did I tell this on stream? I might have told this on stream that girl kiddo, we think in December, had contracted COVID, and we just didn't know. Like, fantastico. Like, she wasn't showing, like, the symptoms, and the school made it sound like, hey, it's nothing to worry about, so, shit, I didn't worry about it. So, it's nice. I'm gonna try a different brush for blending the white, you know, kind of blending around it. So that's fun. We've got a blend. Okay. Now, see if I can get up there. Maybe have that just be a little bit darker. Kind of go in and blend it with this. Lovely. I know it looks very boring right now. I promise. Hopefully, this will turn out looking rad. That's my hope. I have all this stuff here, and I'm like, ugh. Reference photo, please. Pop it up right there. That's the trick. I need to dot. I need to use dots with the black. That's the move. We're learning as we go. Happy mistakes, happy accidents. That's what it is. Happy little accidents. Okay. So let's now bring this down here now. Indeed. It is a vibe, isn't it? Is it not a vibe? I agree. We are vibing. We are vibing. I have to figure out what to do for the crown. The crown and the photo, everything is very like, it's white, but I kind of want to do something that has a little bit more color in it. You know, so I got to figure out the crown because the robe is sort of this, clearly this tan color. And we don't want to do a black crown. I'll figure it out. To the vibe. Trying to be a vibe anyways, I suppose. A little bit more white. Just keep thing. But, yeah. So thus is my week. My week is gonna be, hoping for the best is my week. Hoping that, tis a good week. You know? Okay. I'm gonna like start with the white and blend out. Apparently, I'm gonna have to. The new shower head got approved. Yay! I picked out a good one. Go me. Yeah, the shower head we got like just like the worst like water power. Just like it was like a spittle. It was like, and like it was terrible. Our shower head had like the worst water pressure. And finally today, I was like, can we just like, let's go get a new shower head. Let's just get a new shower head for our bathroom. So that way, like, I can like enjoy taking a shower, you know? And I picked one out that had like 6 different settings on it. So it's got like a waterfall setting. It's got like the massager and all of that. Boy kiddo tried it out. And he's like, it's great. And then Will just got out of the shower and he's like over there like, yeah. Like, yes. I picked a good one out. Go me. I did good. Uh-oh. Okay, black brush needs to kind of go off on its own over here because it's starting to cross-contaminate the other brushes. Oh, by the way, so I want to share this with everyone. So I was listening to like an old episode of like I've been listening to old episodes of Last Podcast on the Left, and came across like one of their like alien stories, and they were talking about like a crash called the Will mentioned it, the Comian crash. So it's like happened in Mexico. It supposedly happened in Mexico in like 1975. And the story is pretty, you know, it's pretty interesting. But Will was like, but listening to it, I was like, I could like, I wonder if I could like, you know, be kind of cool to like write an alien story, you know. So I thought about it, I was like, yeah, it'd be kind of fun. So I'm thinking I might try and like sit down and like try and write a I would love to write like an alien story, so like an alien, just for shits and giggles. It'd just be for me mostly, but do like a yeah. You good?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh boy. But yeah, so it's a but anyways, it's a, see if I can find it. Gotta scroll up to look at it. Oh, the Koyam UFO crash. It happened in Mexico, 1975. There's a whole story behind it, but I was like, that'd be so fun to like write a screenplay about that. Just like I feel like there hasn't been, and it was brought up on the podcast, where I feel like there hasn't been like a solid like UFO flick, you know? I feel like that's missing. So, thought well maybe for shits and giggles, I'll sit down and write like a UFO, maybe something based on the crash, not like saying it happened there, but um, but maybe I think that'd be fun, like a good old like something set in like set in like the 70s or 80s, like yeah, kind of fire in the sky, fire in the sky, yeah. This story, so the Koyami UFO crash. Yeah, I think I've seen Fire in the Sky. I think I've only seen it once. But yeah, it was good. They actually on Ghost Adventures, they actually talked to like the guy who got abducted, and he was like telling them his story, and everything that happened. UFO UFO stories are interesting because, you know, trying to like suss out like what are people experiencing, like having actual experiences versus like the make 'em ups, you know, like the grifters. Um I don't know. It's very interesting to me. But the Kwayami, quick rundown of the Kwayami. So it happened in Mexico, but it was like in the 70s. And of course, like, you know, during that time, I guess in El Paso, there was a plane that took off. The story is a plane takes off in El Paso, like a single pilot little plane, personal, you know, not a commercial flight, flying into Mexico. And I guess apparently there's like a crash between an alien, like a UFO, and this plane. And the US government caught wind of it over the, you know, the channels, the chatter, and they were trying to you know, figure out, do we go and, you know, do we go and get it, or, you know, what do we do, blah 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 blah. And the Mexican government apparently was like, no, we're fine, we know there's nothing here, because I guess when the Mexican government like flew over to where the plane crash was, the pilot, like the little airplane, they described it as confetti, but the UFO had like a dent in it, and like that was it. It was like a silver aircraft dent in it. But I guess the story is that the Mexican government loaded it up, and I guess with some like aerial photos, the U.S. government like took pictures, and like the truck had pulled over, doors were open, there were like bodies on the ground, and like we're just gonna go get it. We're gonna go get the UFO. So it's a crazy story in that, you know, they find like 24 like of the Mexican soldiers, like all of them are dead. They think it's like toxic fumes from the aircraft, and so they load up the UFO and they bring it back to the States and they take it to the CDC. It's a whole story. It's a fun story, but it's like, it's a lot. But I was like, that would be like an interesting like story to tell, you know. I think that blend is good. I feel like maybe it's a little bit more here. Anyway, it's a rambly mess. Go listen to I don't remember what episode it was. Anyways, good UFO story. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Hey, Ark, how are you? It's a lot. The Koyami UFO crash. An interesting tale of a UFO crashing. Hey, Ark, how are you? Talking about all sorts of... Yes, there it is. 1974. That looks like a camel. It's not... yeah, this looks like a camel. I'm slowly blending it. I'm trying to, like, not rush through it. I'm trying to work in sections. I'm trying to be a better artist. It's a very nice camel. Thank you. Yes. I didn't do the story much justice. I apologize. It's just... It's on the surface, it's like, oh, it's a boring UFO story, but there's sort of like this other underlying story that's underneath it that's very funny. All right, let's work over here now. Oh yeah, this looks like a camel. I see what you mean now. Well, hopefully it doesn't look like a camel for too much longer. We'll see what happens. I was like, okay, I know. It's just slow blending, unfortunately. You know? What is everyone's favorite UFO story? By the by. I like the ones that are about like the mass scene, like the mass reported ones. Those are my favorite ones because it's like, how can you like, you know, the whole story of like how they, you know, it's a whole town or a whole group seeing, you know, seeing the whole event. That does look like a camel. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. — 1947, 1974. Coincidence? I think not. I like the story of the Hudson Valley sighting. I don't remember what year it happened. Probably in the 70s or 80s. But it's like a reporting, basically over 100 people reported seeing like the black triangle UFOs like flying across the Hudson Valley. Like from the highway. That's my favorite. The TR-3B. Yep. it. The Hudson Valley is a good one. Another good one. Yeah, I like the Hudson Valley one. It's just interesting. I would say anything on Coast to Coast AM, but I have a real big issue with George Norrie after finding out like kind of what a just like what like not a good person he is. But none of those guys are. I mean, if you think about it, it's like why you gotta ruin it? Why you gotta ruin my alien fun? But yeah. Oh, when me and my friend did a podcast together, which we do hope to kind of get going again one day. Let's have to see if the stars align for it. Um, we did a story about a sighting in Illinois, and it's one of the funniest stories I've ever heard because it's like all starts out with a like a trucker or just some guy like, or some small business owner went to go check on like it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. He went to go check like on his place of business to make sure the pipes weren't freezing because it was very cold, and he saw what looked like to him to be like the triangle UFO, and they but there's a but so they call it in like to like the local place like, hey, can you like go check this out? And so there's a transcript of like 5 police officers like chat like over the radio, like the chatter of them being like, what is this? Do you see this? Like, what's going on? And one of them's like, what am I supposed to do if I see it? Like, what am I supposed to do if I see this UFO? Like, what is this? And one of them was like, are we sure we don't have like a DUI incident here? Saying that the person who reported it in was drunk. It's one of my favorites. It's a good one too. Okay, I need to probably clean these brushes up a little bit. I just realized, I mean, like, I got up to get, like, my supplies and everything, but I realized I haven't taken a break. And I have to go to the bathroom, so, hang out. I may be a minute or two, but I promise your girl will be right back. I'm gonna throw up the be right back screen, and, yeah, I encourage you as well. Get up, get a drink, stretch your legs, and I'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere, I love you. tapped it, I thought I unmuted myself. Clearly I did not. Okay. Yeah, I was saying I have mini space buns and dangly earrings. Alright, let's get to Arctic, shall we? Back at it. Okay. Anyways. I'm gonna clean off these brushes real quick. I'm gonna keep that one right there. Other ones, though. Gonna kind of clean them off every now and then. Don't think I have a smaller one of the, like a flat brush like this, you know? Mass sightings like Phoenix Lights and Mexico City are pretty neat. And also footage, sorry to hinder. That's okay. No, I love it. There's something so interesting about like the mass reporting like that, where it's like a group of people seeing everything at the same time. I think that's super fascinating, where everyone's like, well, no, we saw this thing. Like, it's for real. Like, why don't you believe us? You know? I think it's super fascinating. The human psyche. But yes, the Phoenix Lights are definitely up there. I mean, how could they not be? How could they not be up there on the list? You know? They gotta be. Okay, kind of go to here. Yeah. One of the I guess like coolest, we'll say coolest, was I was watching I guess like is it Expedition Unknown? Yeah, Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates. He did one where I guess where he went to Chile, and I guess Chile has like has a MUFON application coming soon. No, I would never join MUFON. Absolutely not. But there is a I guess in Chile, reportedly, like I guess like 80% of most sightings are like there's a ton in Chile, and they actually have like a special division that like checks out all the UFO videos that get like any UFO sightings that get reported, like in the Chilean government, they check it out. And then they go through and they try and say, okay, is there an explanation for this? Is like what's going on? So like they literally are a government entity that investigate UFOs. And I guess they showed one video that was it was like, you know, it was like one of those like infrared, so it's like the black and gray. And in it, the like you see like a plume, and it's like it just like comes out of nowhere, and there's like this heat signature, and there's like nothing else. So like it's just like this appears in the middle of nothing, and you kind of see like as that heat plume is coming out of nowhere, you see just like a little bit of like an outline of like what looks like to be a ship, and they're like, and he's like, were you guys able to explain this away, or like, do you know what this is? And they're like, nope. Super, super interesting. Listen, I'm telling you, it's a trip. I do remember it was an older, so it was not Expedition Unknown, which was on the Travel Channel. It was Destination Truth when it was on, when he was on Sci-Fi, when Josh Gapes was on Sci-Fi. I guess like I don't remember where they were. They went somewhere. They went somewhere in the middle of the desert in South America, and it might have been Chile. Um, but they were going through these caves. Oh, it's like, I guess we're like the cave where they found like supposedly like the little baby aliens. So like it was like a human skeletal, then like the big, like sort of what you would assume of like a gray alien head. And I guess they make their way out of like the cave, and they're kind of like basically in the, again, they're in the middle of the desert, and they catch like this this light, and it's just like there, and like their cameras are kind of going in and out, and they're like, what is that? And so like they hold up their like parabolic dish, and I guess like the audio, like the parabolic dish was actually emitting like a noise where everyone could hear it, like this high frequency, like it's a great episode. But they were like, what? Like it couldn't be explained, and like the light would get bigger, and then it just finally like boop, disappeared. Good. It was a good story. I was a good. I like, I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed getting spooked, because that one actually, like, legitimately, it was like, what is going on? Weird video. Which one? Tell me, my love. Which one was it? Okay. The Chilean UFO. Oh yeah, that one I was telling, where it's like this plume of like black smoke just out of the middle of the fucking air. Out of the middle of nothing. And like they can't explain that away. And of course, like they're like, no, let's debunk it. Hot air balloon. Blah. And it's like, no, because it looked like exhaust. Like it's just this straight heat signature in the middle of, the sky. Yeah, it's a fun one for sure. All right, let's work up on over here now, because we're gonna try and connect where the robe meets together. Yeah, Chilean UFO videos. Well, I guess they were talking about with the ooh, Illuminati. I guess with the Chilean weather balloon lost air confirmed. I don't know. It's definitely a weird video. I feel like I got these brushes mixed up. But well. I I've always said, for me, aliens haven't really always like piqued my interest. I just feel like a lot of the stories are like, I don't know. But sometimes there's a few where I'm like, hmm, tell me more. Tell me more, please. you know? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that they're interesting conversations to have. It's kind of like when you tell ghost stories, you know, having that interesting tale to tell. Actually, one of my favorites, like that, like stories, uh, that I have heard, like where it's like this, like I never really, because you get sort of wrapped into like the urban legend behind it, is the story of Lizzie Borden. Very interesting about sort of how the pressure was put on to like convict, like how she's like didn't actually kill her parents. So that's been an interesting one to sort of learn about and uncover different aspects of the actual story. Lizzie Borden. And it was like actually her stepmother. It wasn't her actual mother. Anyways. Oop. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna have to flip this because my hand is getting in it. Damn it. Fuck. You're getting ahead of myself. Ugh. This is what I want. No, it's not. There's a yeah, there's actually a website. It's very, very much from the 90s that I have used in the past for like, cause I did a couple UFO episodes when I did the podcast. Not trying to like, whatever. We haven't done anything on it for like a year and a half. Anyways, where it's not a map, but you can go through and see it's an active site, but it's very like GeoCities, Angel Fire looking, but you can go through and like list like reports. So like it's anyone can get on there and like type in like I saw this, and like you can do like a synopsis of like the time and day, city, state, real quick synopsis of where you saw it, and then like you can then like tell like, hey, these are the events, like this is what happened in regards to what I saw. It's a little crazy. It's fun. Like you go through and you read some of them, and some of them you're like, I feel like you're adding a lot to this. But others you're just like, huh, you know, end up being very interesting. Focus. There we go. Okay, this brush sucks. This brush was a mistake. I just don't think I have any smaller, like stubby flat brushes. Oh wait, don't I? Don't I? Come on. I bought like a whole bunch of new brushes recently. You cannot tell me I don't have the brush I need in here. Sorry. I gotta try and fix this. I'm trying to find a smaller version of this, and I don't think I have anything. And I just bought like literally a bunch of new brushes. Oh, I found what I was looking for. Come here, little brush. Come here. You are what I need. I knew you were in here. Yes. I found it. I found it. Okay. Yay. Okay. This is what I was needing. exactly what I was needing. I have to touch this up here. I found what I was looking for. Okay. Try not to hit the mic. Ugh, when you're lefty. There we go. I hope you guys can still hear me okay. I had to move the mic way over there. Okay. Let's move on. Kind of like got really obsessed over that one section. Let's move on. Always go back and add all that other stuff. But yeah, UFO sightings are always a little, like I said, I have mixed feelings about them. Because, you know, there are people who see what they see, and their experiences to them are very, very real. And I think sometimes you can't, like, discount that. But other times it's just, like, you can tell, like, sir, madam, person, please stop trying to grift. Okay. Try and blend. Blendy, 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 blend. I just realized that I drew something that didn't quite make sense. I have to kind of pencil it in for myself. We were probably created by aliens. Oh, you're going off like the Prometheus theory of that, right? There we go. Well, it doesn't make sense like that. There we go. It'll make sense. I remember Prometheus. I remember the beginning of that movie just being like, I don't know. I think the whole starseed thing, it's just like, That for me is just sort of like where my wall stops. I'm like, burp. No. For me. I know that there are other people who believe it, and if someone wants to show me otherwise, I'd be more than happy to look at all of that, you know? Okay. Prometheus. I have mixed emotions about that movie, honestly. Like, I enjoyed it, but also was, like, frustrated by it. Because it's supposed to be... Should we watch all the Alien movies? Yeah, I think, I mean, yeah, definitely the first two Alien movies. After that, I think, for me, they just tend to get, like, a little, like, I don't know. Like, what was that one with, and I love Sigourney Weaver. Like, don't get me wrong, but sometimes, you know, sometimes an actor can't save a movie. You know. What one was that? Was that Alien Resurrection? Did that one have Ron Perlman in it as well? Anyways, but yeah, I like Prometheus. It did. How did I know? I just know. I know when Ron Perlman is in a movie. I've had this conversation about Ron Perlman before in the past, but there is just something so magical about Ron Perlman, and I think it really has to deal with the fact that he's a good actor. He's a great actor. He is. But there is something that just like sometimes his performance, like you can tell when he's like, I just need to pay my bills. Like I haven't worked in a minute. I need to do this. And so like you can kind of tell when performances are phoned in. I just love Ron Perlman. He's just such a good actor, and some of the things he's in, I'm like, okay. All right. Cool. But he's so good. Like, I think one of the first films I saw Ron Perlman in, like that, like I can remember, was City of Children. It's a French film, and I haven't watched it in years. I had to watch it for French class, but I just remember that was like my first time seeing him as Ron Perlman. And then the next movie after that was like a very early Cameron Diaz film. It was like the movie where they would like invite people over, like people would like come over and have dinner with them. It was like a house full of people, and then like they would like kill the people because they were not very nice people, or they felt they weren't very nice, and then like bury them in the backyard. But it was Ron Perlman's character in that film that like he basically called them all out on their bullshit. I don't remember if they ended up like killing his character off, but it was definitely an interesting thought experiment, you know. I kind of want like a clear, because we're gonna try and I want to try and... Okay, that connects. That's the... Okay. Just making sure, like, all my lines are where they need to be. Oh, Ron Perlman. Yeah, I grabbed the wrong brush. I rinsed off the... Was he in one of the Police Academy movies? Well, now I gotta look this up. I don't know if he was or not. Sorry. I had to move the mic real big to be able to... let's check. Ron Perlman movies. We all know that Ron Perlman's best movies were Hellboy. Like, we all know that and acknowledge that, right? There's only one Hellboy, and it is fucking Ron Perlman. I love those movies. God damn, they're so good. I'm just kind of, yeah, oh, you're right, yeah. Police Academy, Mission to Moscow. 1994. Jeez. Oh, he was in The Island of Dr. Moreau. He's been in so many things. I love it. He's just so great, so all over the place. He's fantastic. You got it right. Oh wow, he was in The Name of the Rose with Sean Connery. Yeah, he's just been around forever. Enemy of the Gates. Now I'm looking at his he was in Blade 2. I was kind of looking at all the things he was in because I'm curious now. Pause. Pause for just a second. Did y'all know? This is what I mean by Ron Perlman will just be in anything. Even if he phones in his performance, because he knows, like, his name. You know, he's a working actor. Did y'all know that there was a Scorpion King 3 movie? Because I didn't know. You do? I did not know. It had Billy Zane in it. Didn't even know there was... Yeah, I didn't know either. I know there was the original one with The Rock. Which even then is like that movie was like... Because they made the Scorpion King feel like to be like a good guy. But he was really a bad guy in The Mummy 2. Worst CGI ever. But my question is, so you have The Mummy, the Scorpion King, which was the second Mummy movie, but would the Scorpion King movie with The Rock, like it being his own movie, would that be considered a sequel? No, because it's a spin-off. So where's the second? Yeah, like where's that second one? Where's the second one? I do love Season of the Witch is a good one. Now I'm just seeing everything he's been in. I'm just like, I'm so fascinated by Hellboy. He was in Rapunzel or Tangled? I didn't know that. Oh, Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman. You are fantastic. Oh shit! He was in that really weird TV show from the 90s, Beauty and the Beast, where he played the Beast character. I totally forgot about that movie because that movie also had Linda Hamilton. That show had Linda Hamilton in it. So Google tells me there are actually 4 Scorpion King Okay. Listen. I have found our Discord watch party movie. I found him. We're gonna watch the Scorpion King movies. There are 5 Scorpion King movies. I don't see how there could be 5 Scorpion King movies. Like, I don't understand. I'm surprised they got Ron Perlman for the 3rd one. Okay, I need to figure out what these movies are. It's either that or In the Name of the King. In the Name of the King is my favorite bad movie of all time. Okay, let's get back to this. I got distracted. I mean, clearly, all straight to DVD. I mean, clearly. But it does, like, for me, like, that begs the question of... I'm trying to think of, like... No, I was trying to think, like, are there any really good, like, straight to DVD movies that I'm like, no, these are good movies, and I can't think of any of them. You know? Oh my goodness. Here's my thing. I don't see how they can continue with the Scorpion King movies, because the Scorpion King was The Rock, and we all know The Rock was like, keep my name off this movie, please and thank you. So, like, I'm curious. I'm not ready for that, actually. I thought I was, but I wasn't. Has anyone else seen In the Name of the King? I just want to, like, gauge how many people... I haven't watched it in a couple years, but it really is my favorite bad movie. And I'm not sure if I've went into why it's my favorite bad movie, but it really is my favorite bad movie. You have... Babe, I cannot believe you haven't seen In the Name of the King. Oh, man. Here's the thing. In the Name of the King, it is legitimately a bad movie. It's a bad movie. But it's a fun bad movie. Because you see, of all the people who are in that movie, look up In the Name of the King, and you will see a lot of, like, big name and popular actors for the time that movie came out. For fuck's sake, Jason Statham is the main character in that movie, and he was so out of place. You know who else was in that movie and completely out of place? Burt fucking Reynolds. Just, so good. So good. Ugh. It's just, I can't get over how good yet bad that movie is. Ugh. I haven't watched it in a couple years, but it's just, you could totally tell Burt Reynolds has a hairpiece in, like, he's, like, talking to, like, to Jason Statham's character. Ron Perlman 100% is calling his performance in. Ray Liotta is in it, and Ray Liotta's acting is completely just like, woo, overboard. John Rhys Davies is in it, And he's like, they probably just grabbed him from fucking Lord because of Lord of the Rings, and he was like, yeah, this sounds like a good idea. Like, the number of people where I'm like, these people thought that this was a good idea. And sadly, it was not. Just, ugh. In the Name of the King. Just so wonderfully bad. That is, who else is in that? There's a ton of people in that movie. We'll look it up together. Even if you're looking it up on your own, I'm going to look it up with you and we can talk about In the Name of the King. My favorite bad movie. In the Name of the King. It is In the Name of the King, a dungeon siege tale. From 2006. So it had Jason Statham, Lily Sobieski, Ron Perlman, John Rhys Davies, Claire Forlani. That was her name, Claire Forlani. Matthew Lillard. Who else? Oh my God, Christina Loken was in it. I don't know who that person is. Ray Liotta. Burt Reynolds. I'm trying to see who else is kind of... Yeah, everyone else not big names. But those were the big names there. The big names. Burt Reynolds. Ray Liotta. Christina Loken. Matthew Lillard. Claire Forlani. John Rhys Davies. Ron Perlman. Lily Sobieski. And Jason Statham. Ugh. It's such a bad movie, but it is like gold. It's top tier gold. Oh, that's right, Claire okay. I was like, who did Christina Loken play? Oh, there was In the Name of the King 2? Who's in The Name of the King 2? I apologize. I have to see who's in the Name of the King 2. Who was in it? I need to know. Dolph Lundgren? I'm in. I am in. Oh my God. I am in. 100%. Ugh. Alright, I'm flipping this around to make it a little bit easier for me to blend on this side. Oh man. Like, Dolph Lundgren is like the big name. And there was an In the Name of the King 3? What? Who was in that? It's Dolph Lundgren again? Oh, it's starring nobody. Like, I don't know who Dominic Purcell is. In the Name of the King, The Last Mission. A modern day assassin is hired, wanting out. No. It's not a modern day movie, you assholes. It's set in ye oldie times. Ugh. Anyways, if you haven't, go watch In the Name of the King. It's a trip. You'll definitely have a good time watching it. I'm just thinking about that movie. Oh, hey, Cammy. Sorry about that. Welcome on in. How are ya? 1303 Cammy. I hope you don't mind that I called you Cammy. I apologize if this painting is upside down. And welcome in on that tirade talking about 2006's In the Name of the King. Goodness, I am doing well. We're just holding off, we're just vibing, holding off Monday together. You can call me Cammy or Cam, doesn't really matter. Cool. I just want to make sure that, like, I am saying, you know, like, Twitch names are Twitch names. So I just want to make sure that I am calling you what you want to be called by. So. I'm doing all right. Trying to call me Mike. Erin. If you want me to call you Mike, I will. Not my name, but yeah. Okay. Listen, I just want to, like, you know, I just want to make sure that everyone has their name right. Mike Eating. Just started on a piece tonight and we're just kind of working through it. That's what we're doing over here. Kind of doing some blendy blend work. R Mike R. Oh, thank you, Cammy. Thank you for letting me know what your pronouns are. I appreciate that. Because you're right. You know, assumptions are, you know, Cammy equals a feminine name. So, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I know there's like an extension that you can get, or I don't know if it's an extension where like you can list what your pronouns are. So like when you're in someone's chat, it shows what your pronouns are. So I have been thinking about getting that. I know Dr. Cat Builds, I believe, has that on her stream. I may need to hit her up and see what that is. 'Cause I remember seeing it out there before, but I never did anything about it. Life, I only have so much brain space.
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen. So it would seem.
Thank you so much for that follow, Cammy. Oh my goodness. If you don't mind me asking, how did you come to find me? Curious. If you don't mind. Pirate D indeed. Welcome aboard, matey. You don't have to answer that, by the way. Thank you for finding that for me, honey. Just scrolling through that endless arcade. Nice. Great. Usually, that's cool. I just wanted to know. Oh, I'm so glad you found me, though. Let me properly introduce myself. Hello, I'm the Atomic Pirate Girl. We stream art on Sunday, Wednesday, and then on Friday, typically I play a video game. Usually it's Final Fantasy Fridays. But if I don't do Final Fantasy, I usually just sketch on screen. We just do beginning to end. I just do something real simple. So, hey, welcome aboard. Welcome on in. Well, hey, I'm glad you're here. Oh, exciting news, by the way. I got follower emotes. Twitch has decided that I can have follower emotes now. So, I'm going to see what I can do about getting some follower emotes now. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have I unlocked? I think I have unlocked almost all the emotes that I can unlock that aren't bit emotes. So that's pretty cool. Very excited about that. But just to let you know, Cammy, also, we keep it chill, we keep it vibe. I like the idea of being someone's background, so if you just want to turn me on and lurk, that is a-okay with me. I find that a lot of art streams, the ones that I hang out in, I like to just lurk and just vibe and just like see what I can learn from someone else. I think that's very important to see. Like, maybe I pick up on a technique that I don't know about, you know? You have unlocked all of them? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm trying to think. I think the next... I'll have to see what, like, my next, like, unlock is. I think I can unlock some more VIP badges. But I'll have to see which achievement that is. To unlock the, I'm happy I unlocked all the emotes. So I just have to go see what, get some more of the emotes. I think it is 20 chatters. I think you're right. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. I think I don't want any more of that. I think I need more of this. Anyways, also, Cammy, we talk about all sorts of rando things here. Talk about music, talk about our favorite ghost stories, our favorite alien stories. What are your favorite cryptids? Movies, TVs. Like I said, was talking about In the Name of the King. Did you know apparently we found out there are 5? Yeah, we were talking about UFOs earlier. There are 5 Scorpion King films. I didn't know that. Just learn new things every day. Suppose if you're not learning, you're not growing, you know? Oh, and how much I love Ron Perlman. God, I love Ron Perlman so much. Hey! Yes! Hell yeah. Hells yeah. We listen to all kind of music, but we talk also a lot about like metal, and I am a metalhead. Metalhead at heart and in my soul, but I listen to a bit of this and a bit of that. I like the lo-fi because I stream kind of late in the evening or early in the morning, depending on what time zone you're in. Uh, so, but yeah. Let's try and keep it. Let's try and keep it low key, you know? Sometimes things go off the rails, but it's been a while since that's happened. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in. But all are welcome aboard. I just want to finish like this bottom part tonight. And then we can work on the top part on Wednesday. But nice. I'm glad that you found me. That makes me feel it feels kind of awesome. You know? No worries. I'm here for a little. We are here. Yeah, I am probably not going anywhere for a minute. And I have a habit of hitting the mic with brushes and pencils, so my bad on that. That creates like a nice shadow. Okay. Oof, my eyeball. Okay. Oof, okay. Flip it. Sorry, I'm terrible at this. In the zone. Auto zone. I shall see myself out on that one. Are there auto zones anywhere else? I know auto zones are like all over the place here in the southwest of the US. Uh-oh. I got a penguin walking boy kiddo over here. Buddy, what are you doing? It's almost 11.
You guys, I bet you guys can't count to 20.
I bet they can't. I mean, I don't know. I bet they can.
I bet they can't.
Yours? Okay. Good night. Okay. Alright. Ooh, I totally 100% lost track of time. Alright, so we're going to try and finish this bottom part here. I'm going to try and at least fix some of the highlights here. Reviving. Indeed. I was so ready to like work on Mushroom Witch, but like I said, I feel like I just like get a little too ambitious with it. I think I just need to like rethink what it's gonna look like and how I'm gonna get it to work. Let's finish up down here at this bottom part, shall we? And then we can call it a night. We've been here for a minute. I'm glad I just ripped up a piece of the Bristol paper, like this kind of this thick cardstock paper, rather than getting out like my palette paper. This makes more sense. I've only used like 3 colors this whole evening, you know. Indeed, we vibe. Alright, let's do... My paint thinner to rinse my brushes out is like so gross. So gross right now. There we go. almost done, or at least for now. Almost done for now. Then I need to take this guy. Just kind of blend the edges here. Blend your edges. I think we'll call it a night here after I do this blendy bit here. You know? So pretty successful. We sketched out a new thing. Talked about UFOs. Found out that there are five Scorpion King films. Very exciting. You know. I don't know about y'all, but that was the most exciting thing for me, was learning that there were 5 Scorpion King films. Just saying. No worries. No, you know what? No worries, Cammy. Think we're gonna probably wrap up here in just a few minutes. Granted, I don't have to work tomorrow because it's, you know, holiday, but I still need to get up early and all that stuff with the kiddos, and I gotta see if they're gonna go to school on Tuesday. So there we go. I'm gonna blend this out here. Yeah. Doing a little bit of final blending for the evening. We'll come back to this, of course, on Wednesday. I think I shall call it there. I feel like I'm gonna have to fix a couple things, but that's okay. This is just like first pass through. You can always go over and add all sorts of details and all that jazz. So, yeah. That is the start of We Are Stardust. So not too shabby. Ooh, well, I totally fucked. Look at my hands. Am I a real artist now? Oh man, I totally smudged the canvas up there. That's okay though. We'll paint over it and it'll be fine. I'm gonna do maybe like a Twilight. The first speeding ticket was for going 8 miles per hour. I love that. That makes me... That is so funny. Where was the first speeding ticket? Was it here in the US? I have never gotten a speeding ticket, but I have gotten like a I got 2 moving violations in my entire adulthood. The first one was I was involved in an accident when I was like 19 or 20. I rear-ended a guy, and I didn't get a ticket for rear-ending the guy. Like, and I was still living at home with my parents at the time, and so like 20? No, I think I was a little bit older. I don't remember. Anyways, I was probably more like 23 ish. But I totally. I didn't get a ticket for having rear-ending the guy. I got a warning, a ticket, because I didn't have a up-to-date insurance card. Oh, the UK? Nice. Because I didn't have an up-to-date insurance card at the time. So and I was crying. I was like sobbing, like, oh my god, my dad is gonna kill me. And like, I called my dad, I told him what happened. He's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, but my car is broken. So, I think the police officer took pity on me and my white woman tears, my white girl tears, and just wrote me a ticket for having an insurance card that was expired. He's like, listen, just go down to the court, go down to, here's the address, go here, show them you have active insurance, and don't worry about it. They'll take the ticket off of your insurance. I was like, oh, okay. And then the second one, I was turning off of the highway. You got off the off ramp, and I was in the inside turning lane, and it was like a 2-lane turning. And so when I turned, I just kind of turned. I didn't see this highway patrolman behind me. Like, I just took a wide turn. There's no one beside me, and I got a warning. I didn't get a ticket, but I got a warning for not turning like I should have in the correct lane. So.
What's that?
Huh?
Do you have any chapstick?
I probably have some in my bedroom.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Why are my kids still awake? Both of them. Wide awake. Ay, ay, ay. Cammy, you're gonna see you won't see too many appearances from my girl kiddo. She usually stays right off camera either way, or she comes to talk to me. She has like her back turned. My boy kiddo, though, you saw him. I don't know if you saw him, but he was up here earlier being like, it's the boy kiddo show. But he likes to talk to chat. He just genuinely enjoys being like talking to chat. He so desperately is always like, can I stream with you? Sometimes he does. If he has a good week at school and he asks, I'm like, all right, if you have a good week at school, we can do like a gaming stream together on Friday. And usually it's like, I'll stream earlier so that way he gets like a full hour in. And then after that, like, I go and I play. So, you know, you never stop being a mom. That is for sure. Look, this is so much easier. I don't know why I wasn't doing this before. I think because, like, when the last time I used, this is a different technique. Usually, like, I mix the colors and then I just kind of paint it all at the same time. This one I just sort of, like, did, like, a blending technique, which I saw an artist do on TikTok. I was like, I'm gonna try that. And I did. And it turned out pretty well, I think. I think it looks nice. My hands are a mess. Just like both of them. Ugh, but I love it. So, all right. Maybe Scallywags, friends. I think that's it for me. I really, like I said, this was a happy accident with this particular canvas because I was trying to go for a smaller one to do another eye one, but this one's nice. I think this one's gonna turn out look really cool. So, yeah, you know what? I'll sit here and I'll finish my drink. Which that was our drink for this evening. So the good versus evil are there it be. It's like you knew, Aaron. Here we are, 2 minutes on the timer, where we talk like a pirate. Yes, me dear. Okay, can you hang on for just a few more minutes, and I'll find it for you. Thank you. Sorry, I'd already started the timer when me girl kiddo was like, I can't find the chapstick. But let me tell you what is in the old clap of thunder we had this evening. Drinking it from the cup that my dad got me, and it's very on brand. It is growing older, not up. There was a pirate ship on this side, but alas, it came off the mug. But a good versus an evil, it be a ginger beer with some dark rum, and then a little bit of lime. There is one more ingredient that it calls for. It's optional, but alas, I didn't get it because I couldn't be bothered to look for it. And the Gotham City cocktail book said it was optional. But yes, this be the clap of thunder this evening. Indeed. So the question now is, what shall we look for this week? This week we look forward to many bright spots. Even though our current timeline be a little wobbly, a bit dark maybe, there is always hope. There's always light out there for us to grab onto. And like I always say, Twitch chat, you be my bright spot for the evening. You lead me into the week ready to go, raring to face everything. And I could not ask for a better group of matey scallywags and friends. Indeed. We'll be back on Wednesday, where I think we'll work more on We Are Stardust. Yes, I have decided to call this We Are Stardust, because that is what we are. We are made of star things, and stardust, and star stuff, and that makes us pretty special, I think. Timer's up. So, let me see something here real quick. I'm gonna pull my phone out. I normally, let me see. Erin, like I always say, I feel like the stream is a little lacking if someone doesn't get me to talk like a pirate at the end of stream. So, yeah, this is fun. I'm really excited. I'm glad that I didn't force myself to work on the Mushroom Witch piece. I just feel like it needs a lot of work. I need to reevaluate what I'm doing with it. So, well, Cammie, thank you so much for the follow. I'm so glad you found me. We'll be back on Wednesday. So, I hope you enjoyed hanging out here, and yeah, can't wait to see you again soon. So, I thought about rating someone, but I don't know. What do you guys? I'm trying to see who's on. I just feel bad to raid and run because that's what'll probably happen. But if we raid, Relic is on. So do we want to go raid Relic, or do we just want to say goodnight? Relic is streaming Amorphous Under the Red Sun. We don't have to raid. I'm trying to be I'm on Hover now, and I saw like a big like Twitch person that was like, always raid, always raid. So no matter what, I just always feel weird. Like, and I know it doesn't matter the size of the group of people because I don't know. Like, I just kind of like always take a peek at my viewers at the end of stream. So I'm gonna try and be better about that. I know I stream late, so, but do we want to go say hello to Relic? Like I said, Relic is currently, he's doing the under the, yeah, it's Under the Red Cloud full album. Should we? Shall we? It's a great album. It's a solid album. I'm gonna take, listen, Erin, I'm gonna take your PogChamp face as we should go say hi to Relic. So let me move some stuff over here so I can do the thing. So, alright, here we go. So, kind of adjust my earphones here. So let's let's go say hi to Relic. So let's go to raid. If you don't know Relic, Relic's fan. Oh, Relic just got like a huge raid, I think, because when I looked at his channel a few minutes ago, it was yeah. Okay, let's just go say hi. I shouldn't compare. That's not what this is. Let's go say hi to our pal Relic. Okay. All right. Well, my mateys, scallywags, and friends, again, thank you so much for hanging with me this evening, for vibing, for having drinks. Cheers to y'all. Like I said, I'm proud to call you my mateys, my scallywags. Right, let's go start raid. All right. If no one's told y'all this today, I'm really, really super duper proud of each and every one of you. Y'all are fantastic and you are loved and valued and important. And I will definitely see everyone on Wednesday because I'll be here back with We Are Stardust, finishing that or working on it. And yeah, if you're ever given an opportunity to be a pirate, I hope you choose to be a pirate. Live wild, live free, be untamable. And I'll see you guys around the interwebs. Yeah. Alrighty. Love your faces.